Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss average exercise part 6. Now, first see our indexes. Now, first is memory based questions. Second is property of average based questions. Third will be problem based on edges. Fourth is average weighted average questions. Now, we will see some miscellaneous question. Then summarize our today's lecture. Now, there is a disclaimer. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creator and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now we move to see some formula for averages. What is the formula of average? Average means sum of the given terms upon total number of terms. So if we need to calculate the sum of the given term, so we can write it average of the given term multiplying by the total number of terms and we get the sum of the given term. Next one is average of first n consecutive natural number. So it will be n plus 1 by 2. Same way, average of first n consecutive even number. So the average will become n plus 1. Average of first n consecutive odd number. So it is n. Average of n consecutive natural number. So we can calculate the average? First number plus last number by 2. Now next see some formula. If the average of x number is a, that of y number is b, then the average of x plus y number will be x into a plus y into b upon x plus y. Next one is, if the average of n quantity is equals to x, when a quantity is removed, the average become y. Then the value of the removed quantity is in the large bracket n multiplying by in small bracket x minus y plus y is the removed quantity value. Next one. If the average of mark obtained by n student in an exam is m, if the average marks of past student is p and that of failed student is f, so we can say that then the number of students who failed in exam, we can use this formula n into p minus m upon p minus f. So p represent the past student average mark, m represent the total number of students average mark and f represent the failed student average mark. Clear? Now we can write it number of failed student equals to total student multiplying by past average minus total average upon past average minus failed average. Clear? Now see some questions. The average of 6 number is 32. If each of first 3 number is increased by 2 and each of the remaining 3 number is decreased by 4, then the new average is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 6.1. What will be the sum of the total all 6 number? So it is given that the average of 6 number is 32. So we just multiplying 32 into 6. It becomes 192. So according to question, new sum will be 192 plus 3 into 2 because question says that if the each first 3 number is increased by 2 and last 3 number is decreased by 4. So we can write it plus 3 into 2 minus 3 into 4. So we get 186. So required average will be 186 divided by 6 because total number is 6. So sum is 186. So dividing by 6 we get 31 is our new average. Next one. The average age of 15 students in a class is 15 years. Out of these, the average age of 5 students is 14 years and that of other 9 students is 16 years. The average age of 15th student is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are using formula 6.1. So what will be the total age of 15 student? Because it is given that the average age of 15 student is 15. So it will become 15 into 15, 225. What is the total age of 5 student? So average is 14. So it will become 5 into 14, 70. Same way, what is the average of total age of 9 student? So 9 into 16 because it is given in the question. So it will become 144. Clear? So if we need to find the age of the 50th student. So what we can do? 225 minus 70 minus 144. So age of the 50th student will be 11 years. So A is the correct answer. Next one. A student find the average of 10 two-digit numbers. While copying number by mistake, he write one number with its digit interchange. As a result, his answer is 1.8 less than the correct answer. The difference of the digit of the number in which he made a mistake. So you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now, difference in average is given that 1.8. So the difference between the number and the number found by interchanging is 1.8 multiplying by 10, because two-digit number, so multiplying by 10, which is become 18. So in this question, we are going to hit and trial method. So we choose a number whose difference is 18 when we interchange the number. So we got 53 is a number. When we interchange the number 35, the difference is 18. So our number will be 53. Now the question says that what is the digit difference between this number? So 5 minus 3 is equals to 2. A is the correct answer. Next one. The average of the square of first 10 natural number is. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 6.5. In this formula, when we need to calculate the sum of the square of n natural numbers, so formula become n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. So we can calculate average by this formula. So total number is 10, first 10 number. So 10 into 11 into 21, clear? Divided by 6n. So it will be n number of digits. So average need to calculate, because this is the sum of the numbers formula, sum of the squares number of n natural number. So what will be the average? Multiplying by n. So when we calculate it, we get 11 into 21 upon 6. Clear? So when we calculate it, we got the average, which is 38.5. Next. The average of mark obtained by 120 candidates in a certain examination is 35. If the average mark obtained by passed candidate are 39 and those of failed candidate are 15, then what is the number of candidate who passed in the examination? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 6.1. Let the passed candidate be x. So failed candidate will be 120 minus x, because total candidate are 120. So according to question, we can write it 39 into x plus 15 multiplying by 120 minus x is equals to 120 multiplying by 35, because total average of the 120 candidates is 35. Average of x candidate, or we can say that passed candidate, was 39 and failed candidate got 15 marks average. So we just calculate this and we get the value of x. So x become 100. So passed candidate are 100 students. Clear? Next one. The average of 30 number is 15. The average of first 18 number is 10 and the next 11 number is 20. So what will be the last number? So you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that the average of 30 number is 15. So what will be the sum of these 30 number? We just multiplying 30 into 15, which becomes 450. Now question says that the average of first 18 number is 10. So what will be the sum? 18 into 10. And next 11 number is 20. So we can write it 11 into 20. When we subtract it, we get the last number. So when we calculate it, we get our last number, which is 50. D is the correct answer. Next one. The average age of 4 brothers is 12 years. If the age of their mother be also included, the average age increased by 5 years. The age of mother in years is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are using formula 6.1. Age of the mother will become 17 into 5 minus 12 into 4. Clear? So 17 into 5 become 85 and 12 into 4 become 48. So when we calculate it, we get the answer which is 37 years, because in the question says that average of 4 brothers is 12. So total age will become 48. And when mother was included, then the average increased by 5. So average is 17 and total number of member is 5. So when we get subtracting, we get the age of mother which is 37. A is the correct answer. Next one. A man spends rupees 1800 monthly on an average for first 4 months and rupees 2000 monthly in next 8 months and save 5600 rupees in a year. His average monthly income is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are using formula 6.1 in this question. Sum of the expenditure of first 4 months will be 1800 multiplying by 4, which becomes 7200. Same way, the sum of the expenditure of the next 8 months, it will be 2000 multiplying by 8, become 16,000. And saving is 5600. So what will be the total income? We add up 7200 plus 60,000 plus 5600. And we need to calculate the average monthly income. So we divide by 12. We get the average of monthly income which is 2400 rupees. Clear? Next one. 16 children are to be divided into 2 groups, A and B, of 10 and 6 children respectively. The average mark obtained by the children of a group A is 75 and that of total all the children is 76. Then the average mark of the children of group B, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that 16 children to be divided into 2 groups A and B, 10 and 16. Clear? And the average of all these 16 students is given, which is 76. So what will be the sum of these total marks of the 16 children? We can write it 16 into 76, which become 1216. Now sum of the mark obtained by group A, which is given that the average of the A group is 75 and number of student in group A is 10. So we can easily calculate it, 75 into 10, which become 750. Clear? So the mark of the total mark of the group B, which be 1216 minus 750, we get 466. So what will be the average mark of the group B? We dividing this 466 by 6. So we can get it 77 2 by 3. Clear? B is the correct answer. Next one. There were 35 students in a hostel. If the number of students is increased by 7 and the expenditure on food increased by ₹42 per day, the average expenditure of the student is reduced by ₹1. What is the initial expenditure on the food per day? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use the formula 6.1. Let the initial expenditure on food is X rupees. We can let it. Now according to question, if 35 students each spend X rupees on food, so total will be 35 into X, which become 35X. And when 7 students increase, then 42 rupees per day increase. So we can add up. And now question says that average is reduced by 1 rupees. So average will become X minus 1 if 7 new students increased. Now multiplying by 42, because before the student are 35, 7 are increased. So total number of students become 42. So when we calculate it, we get the value of X, which is 12. So the initial expenditure on food is 12 rupees. Clear? So therefore, initial expenditure per day, so 12 into 35, which becomes 420 rupees. So D is the correct answer. Next one. In a 20 over match, the required run rate to win is 7.2. If the run rate is 6 at the end of the 50th over, the required run rate to win the match. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use the formula 6.1. Now question says that total required run, which is question given that 20 over match, the required run rate is 7.2. So what will be the total run? 20 into 7.2, which become 144. Now according to question, the total run end of the 50th over is 15 into 6 because the average run rate at 50th over is 6. So we get the 90 runs in 15th over. In total 15 over. Clear? So what will be the required run rate? We 144 minus 90 upon 5 because only 5 over is left. So when we calculate it, we get 10.8. Clear? So the required run rate will be 10.8 run. C is the correct answer. Next one. The batting average of cricket player for 64 innings is 62 runs. His highest score exceed and his lowest score exceed by 180 run. His highest score exceed his lowest score by 180 run. Excluding these two innings, the average of remaining innings becomes 60 run. His highest score was, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now, we can let the highest score is H and lowest score is L. Clear? So the question says is the sum of the highest and lowest score will become. So total 60 in 64 inning, the average was 62. So total will become 64 into 62. We can subtract it. We get the highest and lowest because question says that if we remove these two innings, the average becomes 60. So 62 into 60. Clear? So when we calculate it, we get the highest plus lowest, which is 248 runs. And in the question given that the highest score exceed his lowest score by 180, it means H minus L, which is 180. So when we calculate it, we get the value of H, which is 214 runs. Clear? So D is the correct answer. Next one. The average weight of a group of 20 boys was calculated to be 89.4 kg, and it was later discovered that one weight was misread as 78 instead of 87. The correct average weight is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use formula 6.1. Now according to question, the sum of the weight of 20 boys will 89.4 multiplying by 20 because it is average given that in the question. So total weight will become 1788 kg. So what will be our new average? New average will be 1788 total weight minus misread weight and add the actual weight dividing by 20. So when we calculate it, we get 89.85 kg. So D is the correct answer. Next one. The average of odd number up to 100 is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to use formula 6.5. Average of odd number up to 100 will be 1 by 2 first number plus last number. So first odd number will be 1 and last odd number is 99. So when we calculate it, we get the value which is 50. So average of odd number up to 100 is 50. B is the correct answer. Next one. The bowling average of a cricketer was 12.4. He improved his bowling average by 0.2 points when he take 5 wickets for 26 runs. In his last match, the number of wickets taken by him before the last match was, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use the formula 6.1. Let the number of wickets taken by the cricketer before the last match is X. Okay. Now according to question, total will become 12.4 is the average. So wicket is taken X. So total will be 12.4 into X plus in the last match he gave 26 runs. So we can add it. This is the total run and dividing by total wicket, which is X plus 5. And question says that the average will become increased by 0.2. Clear? So it will become 12.2. So when we calculate, we get the value of X, which is 175. So before the last match, he took total 175 wickets. C is the correct answer. Next one. A cricketer had a certain average of run for his 64 innings. In his 65th innings, he bowled out for no score on his part. This brings down his average by 2 runs. His new average was of runs is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use the formula 6.1. Now let the average run of a cricketer of 64 inning be X. Clear? So we let the average. So what will be the total score? Total score will become 64 into X. Clear? So according to question, in his last inning he scored 0 run. So what will be the average become? 64 into X plus 0 upon 65. Total innings will become 65. Average is become X minus 2. So we can calculate the value of X. Now X is 130. So before the last inning, he took 130 wickets. Clear? 130 runs. So what will be his new average? So his new average is 130 minus 2, which is 128. Now next one. Out of 7 given number, the average of first 4 number is 4 and the last 4 number is also 4. If the average of all the 7 number is 3, then fourth number is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now the fourth number will be, question says that out of 7 given number. So the first 4 average is 4. So what will be the sum of these first 4? 4 into 4. We can write it. And last 4 is also given, 4 into 4. Total number will become. And question says that the average of all 7 number is 3. So 7 into 3. So what will be our 4 number? 32 minus 21, which is 11. So therefore the fourth number is 11. This is the correct answer. Next one. The average of first 25 number is 10. And the average of next 25 number is 12. The average of all 50 number is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use formula 6.1. Now average of all 50 number will be sum of the numbers upon total number. So 25 into 10 plus 25 into 12. This is our sum. And how much number are there? 50 number. So we can easily calculate it. Now the average will become 11. Clear? Next one. The mean of 11 number is 35. If the mean of first 6 number is 32 and that of the last 6 number is 37, then find the 6th number. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use formula 6.1. Sum of all 11 numbers. So it is given that the mean, it means average. Mean means average. So what will be the sum of 11 numbers? 11 into 35, it becomes 385. And it is also given that the mean of first 6 number is 32. So what will be the sum of first 6 number, which is 192. Last 6 number average is 37. Then the sum of the last 6 number will become 222. So what will be the sixth number? It will be 192 plus 222 minus 385. So we get the last number, which is last 6 number, which is 29. So 6 number of 29 B is the correct answer. Next one. The average of 3 number is 135. The largest number is 195 and the difference between the other two number is 20. The smallest number is, you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now question says that the average of 3 number is 135. So first we let the numbers A, B, C. We let it. The largest number, which is A, is 195. And the difference between these 3 numbers is given. Last 2 numbers is 20. So we can calculate the sum of all these 3 numbers. So A plus B plus C is 135 into 3. We can write it. And B plus C is given. Clear? So when we calculate it, we get the value of B plus C. What it becomes? The largest number is 195. So when we subtract it, we get the value of B plus C, which is become 210. And it is also given that B minus C, which is 20. The difference between other two numbers is 20. So now we can calculate it by the equation 1 and 2. Solution to be continued. 2B equals to 230. So B will be 115. So what will be the value of C? 115 minus 20, which is 95. So the smallest number is 95. Next. A class has 30 students. The average mark of the student in mathematics is 70. And the average mark in science is 80. If the ratio of the number of students who took mathematics to those who took science is 3:2, what is the overall average mark of the student in both subjects? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use formula 6.1. So first we let the number of students who took mathematics is 3x and who took science is 2x, because it is the given in the question the ratio of the mathematics student and science student. So we just use a variable x. So we can say that 3x and 2x. Now average mark in mathematics is 70 given in the question. Average mark in science is 80. It is also given in the question. Now the total number of students 3x plus 2x become 5x. So total mark in mathematics become 3x into 70, which is 210x. Same way, what is the total mark in science? 2x into 80 become 160. So the overall average mark, we can say that total mark upon total student. So 210 plus 160 upon 5x. Total number of student 5x. So when we calculate it, we get the average, which is 74. C is the correct answer. Next one. A company has 2 departments, A and B. Department A has 40 employees with an average salary of 50,000 rupees. And Department B has 60 employees with an average salary of 60,000 rupees. What is the weighted average salary of all the employees in the company? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use formula 6.1. Number of employee in department A is 40. Average salary in department A is 50,000. It is given in the question. Same way, number of employee in department B is 60. Average salary in department B is 60,000 rupees. So total number of employee will become 40 plus 60, which is 100. And total salary of department A will be 40 into 50,000. So it will become 20 lakh rupees. Same way, the total salary in department B will become 60 into 60,000. So it is 36 lakh rupees. So what will be the average? Total salary upon total employee. So total salary will become 56 lakhs upon 100. So we can get the answer. Average is 56,000 rupees. So C is the correct answer. Next one. In a school, there are 3 sections A, B and C with 20, 30 and 50 students respectively. The average mark of the student in section A is 75, in section B is 65, and in section C is 70. What is the overall average mark of the student in school? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We use formula 6.1. So the number of students in section A is 20. In average mark of the student in section A is 75 given in question. Same way, number of students in section B is 30 and average mark in section B is 65. Same way, number of students in section C is 50 and average mark is 70. So total number of students become 100 and the total mark in section A will become 20 into 75, which is 1500. Same way, total mark in section B is 30 into 65, which is 1950. Same way, total mark in section C is become 50 into 70, which is 3500. So the overall average mark become total mark upon total student. So when we calculate it, we get 69.5 is the average. Clear? So B is the correct answer. Now we summarizing our today's lecture. First is average weight. This refers to the mean weight of a group of individuals. It's calculated by adding all individual weights together and dividing by the number of individuals. What is average score? This represents the mean score of group, such as in a test or competition. It's determined by summing all the individual scores and dividing by the total number of scores. Third one is average age. This term refers to the number of years lived by individual in a group. The average age would be the mean age calculated by adding all the ages together and dividing by the number of individuals. Clear? Next one, average expenditure. This is the mean amount spent by individual or household within a certain period. It is found by summing all the expenditure and dividing by the number of individual or households. What is average salary? This indicates the mean salary earned by individual within a group or organization. It is calculated by summing all salaries and dividing by the total number of individuals. Now, thank you.